according to reports, the Trump administration is close to a $500 million bailout to save Spirit Airlines. Yeah, the CEO of Spirit was like, with $500 million, our planes could have two wings again. Amazing. You'll know Trump owns Spirit Airlines when they have a list of everyone who flew on the plane but won't release it.
That's late night's take on a potential rescue deal for Spirit Airlines. Another example of the Trump administration wanting to socialize a stake in private companies in America. Also ahead, we're going to go through the legal challenges to Virginia's redistricting referendum after a judge temporarily blocked a measure that voters actually approved Tuesday night, which is probably why that will be overturned. Plus, the New York Times investigative reporter Michael Schmidt joins us. Get this. His latest piece digs into FBI Director Kash Patel possibly using the agency to investigate a journalist who reported on his girlfriend. Good morning and welcome to Morning Joe. It's Thursday, April 23rd. Willie, a lot to talk about there, and Michael is coming up in about 30 minutes to talk about that. But first, I love all these people that were running around, like, you know, throughout 2024 saying if you elect a Democrat instead of Donald Trump, he's going to get you into a war in Iran. He's not going to pay attention to the cost of the grocery stores and the gas pump. And those Democrats, they're socialists. They will take over. Socialism is actually taking over private industry. It's what Clement Attlee did in Great Britain before Margaret Thatcher reversed it. Now we're going the opposite direction with the Trump administration socializing parts of our industry. Eric Erickson saying, this is a socialism you said you were voting against, and yet here we are, Willie.
And it happens time and again. We talked about this several months ago with Intel. We're going to take a stake in this. We're going to get a cut of it. Donald Trump seeing these companies as business partners of the United States government. I think the generous term would be state capitalism, but socialism may fit a little better. And as you say, just falls into the long list of things that, well, Republicans, conservatives, certainly Donald Trump himself said would never happen if you elected this president, and the opposite of Democrats. And now here we are with this laundry list of, you said it, going into wars, inflation. How about the end of the Ukraine war on the first day of his administration? The list goes on and on. But certainly this violates a central tenet of conservatism. I'll be interested to see if we hear any Republican members speak out against it. I won't hold my breath.
Yeah, I mean, here are private companies that the Trump administration, this Republican administration, has taken part ownership in. The state socialism, Intel, MP Materials, Trilogy Metals, Lithium Americas, Vulcan Elements, ReElement Technologies, Westinghouse, U.S. Steel, David French. Jump in here. We have David French with us. David, this is the socialism we were warned about. If you elect Democrats, they're such socialists. Of course, a lot of idiots who say that don't even understand what socialism means. It means what it meant in Great Britain after World War II when Clement Attlee and the Labour Party started taking over parts of Britain's industry. And it wasn't until Margaret Thatcher in the late 1970s came along and privatized it again that Great Britain started doing better.
Well, and we're doing this for Spirit Airlines, Joe. I mean, there's a reason why this thing is struggling. I never thought we'd end up with Spirit Airlines as what the national airline now, since we own it. It's absurd. No, look, Joe, we're seeing this on front after front after front. I mean, just as said, war in Iran, that was supposed to be what Kamala Harris was going to bring. Well, it's Donald Trump. Socialism, that was supposed to be what Kamala Harris was going to bring. Well, it's Donald Trump. But I will tell you, there is just a sense now that things are changing, that things are shifting, that the once untouchable Donald Trump is now he's very open to criticism. I mean, he's not open, but now it is opening up. It is opening up in MAGA to criticize him. It is opening up to be dissatisfied with some of these things. It's not that the base is cracking apart and crumbling. It's that the cracks just are starting to appear. You can see it. And I think that MAGA is realizing that it's in a bit of a death spiral politically right now.
And then Senator Ted Cruz spoke out about this yesterday online, too, saying this is a bad idea. Don't buy a government stake in Spirit Airlines. Also with us this